I think maybe even Dirty Jersey Rat. Dirty Jersey. Yay! I love that song.
Then will Shuli's text to Kate Meaney be open to discovery in his upcoming frivolous lawsuit against stuttering Sean, the ones his wife won't be happy about?
You better fucking believe it. This is the issue, Miss Judy, and Hughezy can listen along. When you file a lawsuit as a plaintiff, you are not going to get your case dismissed or won strictly on the papers before discovery is done. Meaning, if you're a defendant, potentially you move to have it dismissed without any discovery, which is going on in John's case. But if Shuli files a lawsuit, he's opening himself up to complete discovery, and it will go through discovery. There's no way he's winning this on the papers.
Oh, unless the defense dismisses it before discovery commences.
Well, yeah, if for some reason John gets the case dismissed before it goes to discovery, which would be a win for John, obviously. But I'm saying, John, don't file a counter lawsuit. Just answer and move right to discovery. And then we get to see all of Shuli's text messages, all his emails. Miss Judy, there was a thing on Reddit that said you received payment from TSN via a private account. Is that true? Like it was like Venmo or something. It wasn't like TSN Incorporated. It was like either Shuli.
I can't remember. I feel like Shuli did pay me something, but I can't remember.
It was $100, you said.
Yeah, it might have been PayPal or Venmo, so I can't remember.
Right, I know you can't remember the amount, but it didn't come from a corporation. It came from an individual name. Because you showed me it. Yeah. So, Hughezy, this is a big deal, especially when an entity sues somebody. If you commingle your funds, all of your accounts, your personal and your business, are now subjected to discovery, meaning John gets to look at every single transaction. You can't say, oh, this is for an escort or this is for food. You have to disclose it because you commingled all the funds. So that means every single debit and credit in Shuli's accounts will be subjected to discovery. John gets to see them all. And apparently Shuli wants to do this. And Miss Judy, you can find it later, but can you understand what the damages are really going to be to make it worth it for Shuli to have John look at all of his documents and information?
Well, he would have to, this is just off the top of my head thinking, because I'm not licensed in Florida or where is he?
Alabama?
I'm not licensed in Alabama or something. But if his case is about loss of income because of John's actions, then his income is going to be totally open to discovery, which means
you better
he has
believe
to
it.
reveal all sorts of financial info.
Yeah, you're not saying anything new. That's obvious. If you file a case and you say that my arm is broken, all your medical records have to come in.
Then you have to prove it. Yeah.
Right. And no matter what, Shuli will always have to prove damages to win. Even if he won on summary judgment with regard to the cause of action, he still has to prove damages at some point. And that would mean that he has to open up everything. And either way, John's going to get access to that information almost straight away. If he doesn't do something stupid like file a counterclaim and delay it, John should just answer by himself. Again, John, get your own attorney, follow your own attorney's advice.
This is entertainment.
Right.
This is work.
Answer, find it on ChatGPT, an answer so dopey. Then start with the discovery demands and make him produce 3 years prior to their first claim. So whatever his claim is, you get up to 3 years of tax documents, financial information, email. There's no way they're going to say that it's irrelevant. Plus, we get to find out, is Shuli fudging the numbers? Is he buying views? And we have to look at all his transactions. If he used private accounts, then John has access to all of that to see if there are any charges with regard to purchasing views, because that goes to the income case, Miss Judy.
Well, I could give you some insight on that because I was researching that. Shuli isn't buying views because you can't buy only 1,000 views. You can buy like 10,000 or 50,000. You can't buy such a small amount. Unfortunately, Stuttering John has to accept that Shuli just has a popular show, but only because I used to be on it.
Yeah,
and that's the unfortunate thing is that people actually like Shuli because he steals my jokes. And they like Zemhauser, who steals my jokes, and they like Mike Morse.
Don't you talk shit about Mike Morris. This is the #1 Mike Morris fan in the world that we're talking to. You got to remember, she was a short little Asian girl in a black school. She had no outlet. The only outlet she had was an author named Mike Morris, and this magazine that she would read with her sisters. So she loves Mike Morris, she being Miss Judy.
Okay, let me address something, Vince, because I think you're wrong.
All right.
When you claim that, yes, he would have to show text that he sent to Kate Meaney, I don't see why that would be relevant if he filed a lawsuit claiming that John interfered with his business.
It's none of your business why it's relevant. This is civil discovery, so it doesn't have to be.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be so remote. This is part of his claim. If you're making communications about your business using text messages, I get to see them all.
Yeah,
And
it depends on what he was talking to Kate about, but I'm
Exactly.
sure he was not talking about his profits and business and
Miss Judy, if he
accounting.
wasn't, then that's fine. They won't be admitted at the trial,
Yeah.
but I'm entitled to them in discovery. That's just the way civil practice
That's
works.
what
And
you can say, but if I were his attorney, I would object to it because I don't see why these personal texts to someone who might have been tangentially involved in something totally different than the lawsuit subject, why is that relevant?
if she
Yeah.
had any involvement in the expenses or profits, meaning she was paid, then of course I get to see that because we have to
Was she-
calculate how much he's making. I don't know, and the only way I can know, Miss Judy, is if I see. Now, Your Honor, obviously, if they're not relevant, then we won't enter them at trial. But as a civil litigant, I have every single right to see anything remotely related to their income because they're making a loss of income claim
so
here.
if he paid her, then that could be relevant, maybe.
Of course. So we get all the text, and we're not going to get them from Shuli. We're going to get them from the carrier. Here's our subpoena to the carrier, not just relying on Shuli to
but
send
that would
screenshots.
also-
Never do
that's-
that,
That
ever.
would be such a huge net, though, because then poor Shuli's personal text could become something that John's attorney or John.
Hey, he
gets
wants to
see.
file this lawsuit. Welcome to the legal world. You have to make your clients very well aware of the fact that when you file some bullshit lawsuit for a few dollars, your entire life's about to be dissected. Your entire life. This isn't a joke. This is war. And if John has the right representation, they will get all of those text messages, not from Shuli, from the carrier. Don't trust your opponent to give you what they want. You
Yeah,
have to
of
get them
course.
directly from the carrier.
Yeah, and similarly, that's why Kumia should be cautious if he thinks that he's going to sue John for defamation, because that opens up a huge Pandora box there. So
You have to get
okay.
Asian, right, Hughezy?
Kumia, I think has a because all that shit said about Kumia, it's like, well, if all these people have this information about him doing this evil shit, phone the police right now. Because everybody claims to have the facts about him. It's like, then phone the fucking police and say, this guy's a you-know-what. Prove it. Because if you don't, you're full of shit and it's time to get off his lovely back with his lovely smile and his shiny brown eyes.
Hughezy, did you listen to Opie and Anthony at any point?
Oh, my God. I to this day, I still listen to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when I'm in the shower, I've got a shower in my house.
Congratulations.
I play it in the background while I'm cleaning my bag.
Yeah, I've never listened to 1 minute of that show. I even told Anthony, I have no idea like who he
me
is.
neither. Yeah,
Like, I have no
who's
idea.
Opie?
You're
Yeah.
a fucking liar. You're Vince the
I
liar.
don't know anything about it. I didn't even know the guy. Who's that gay guy that he did the show with on Sunday?
Burton?
Oh, Jim Norton?
Yeah, I don't even know who that is.
He was
Yes,
in
you
Spider-Man.
What?
He was in Spider-Man?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
What? Like, is this some gay
Jim
joke?
Norton was in Spider-Man, the first Tobey Maguire one in 2002.
I don't even watch Spider-Man. I don't,
I have
like,
no
Yes,
I'm
clue.
so not interested in. I don't, dude. I don't watch wrestling. I know you dorks think everyone does what you do. I don't watch wrestling. I have no idea what that Captain America thing that you made, the Wolverine.
Because you're
no
cool
idea.
with your cool fleece and your little glasses and your hat.
No,
that
I just
covers
don't
up-
listen. We're interested in girls, Miss Judy, and
Yeah,
guys.
especially while you're married.
Don't, you got me there.
Yeah. Okay. Slobbering moron. Thanks for $1.99. ISO's post arrest TSN's salary allowed in discovery?
Of course.
If so, I don't know if he's getting a salary. I think that's just a rumor. Right?
Well, the good thing about civil litigation, you get to go 3 years back to their first claim at minimal 3 years. Sometimes it's even 6. So that's going to be part of any type of income paid by Shuli to anybody is discoverable. That's the only way John can calculate and Shuli can calculate profit and loss, because it's not just lost revenue, it's lost profit. So there's a great chance that they actually gain revenue. Shuli's going to file this lawsuit as a dope, mainly because Miss Judy, every strike that John has made to me is legitimate, but he never filed a lawsuit. So 10 days or less, that video was back up. So what income are they really losing? Plus they have super tips now. So they didn't really lose anything. In fact, they probably even made money. This is the stupidest lawsuit fundamentally by Shuli.
This is what's
and I can't wait.
Impressive. Yeah.
But it means that it's taking away their YouTube income. Because you can get what's the term? Like if Miss Judy, if this video is monetized, and once you're done streaming, anybody catching it afterwards and the ads will play. The Shuli network are missing out on that because of stuff getting taken down. So I hate to say it, but I'm the smartest person in the history of the world right now. And I think Shuli has a point.
Yeah, so no, you're right. So for 10 days maximum, Shuli's video doesn't receive income because it's not available for us to view. People that are viewing it after the live show. But once it's reinstated, he gets the super chat money back. So that's a non-issue. He always gets the super tip money because that's a total separate system that basically defeats his entire damage claim, because that is never harmed at all. I think what he was saying was that any gifted memberships, the value of that is not retained when the video is restored. So that could be potential. Yeah, so like so someone gifts, I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what they said. Know. And so what Hughezy's saying is that 10 days of lost income, but remember that video is going to be eventually put back up, and then they will have the revenue from the ads on it. So there's such a small damage claim here. Now Shuli's doing it because he's getting 10,000 from us. I mean, from everyone else, not me, that donated to file this claim. But I beg you, Shuli, don't listen to what I'm saying. File that claim as soon as possible.
But that means that that's 10 days of people not watching the video. And who the fuck's going to watch a live stream 10 days later?
Yeah.
So you're willing to open up your income, Miss Judy, for 10 days of not lost total revenue. It's the lost revenue from the people that actually watched, not live. But
let me finish, because I keep trying to talk, but you keep
you sexist.
Me. Yeah. Vince likes to take control. He thinks he's the puppet master. But so yes, there is lost revenue because people like to watch things live as well as right after it happens. If it's like 10 days later, people are like, that's old. I want to watch something new and fresh. But on the other hand, Shuli also gets to scoot his content to Rumble. And I've heard that they get lots of support because he has lots of loyal followers. So, people might be more inclined to donate because they're mad at John for striking him. So I sort of felt like that too. I was like, let's stick it to him. Let's give him more money, more memberships. So
can we quote you, Judy, that you just said that you encourage the ganging up on Stuttering John?
Of being mad at him for striking TSN, because I enjoy the shows and I think it's fine for them to make commentary and crack jokes.
And hey, Adam.
Hey, Dirty Rat.
Dirty Rat's a good boy. He is. Check him out on the YouTube channel.